KENS 5 Eyewitness News at 10 starts now.
Tonight, a local family's plea for help. Their 18-year-old son has been missing since Saturday.
He was last seen at South Padre Island at a concert where he walked off and was never seen again. Sharon Coe spoke with the teen's parents.
The last time the Walkers heard from Justin was Friday night through FaceTime. Since then, they tell me his phone hasn't been working and he hasn't used any of his credit cards.
We just don't know. We just don't know.
All John and Deborah Walker want is for their son's safe return home.
All we can do is hope and pray.
On Tuesday, Justin went to the Ultimate Music Festival on South Padre Island for spring break with his 3 friends. He was last seen at the concert around 2 a.m. on Saturday.
He got separated from his best friend during the concert while they were walking away to go sit down and rest for a while. And they were going through a big crowd of people, and he turned around and Justin was gone, just like that.
Later Sunday morning, Cameron County Park Rangers found his car inside Isla Blanca Park.
No evidence of foul play yet. Would it be like any child or young man to leave their car behind?
And their friends.
Rescue teams have scoured the area by ground and air for Justin since Sunday night. They suspended their search tonight, but plan to start again tomorrow morning.
We want our son to come home, and if anybody has any information, no questions asked. We just want to know where our boy is, and we just want to get him home.
The Walkers tell me they plan to go to Cameron County tomorrow to help in the search. Sharon Coe, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Sharon. And our Dylan Collier is on his way to South Padre Island tonight. He'll be following this developing story and will have the latest on Eyewitness News tomorrow morning.
San Antonio's police chief says he has a strategy to end the violent trend on the city's east side. So far this year, 10 people have been killed in shootings. Just yesterday, a man's car was shot at 5 times. He wasn't home at the time that it happened. But this is just one incident in a rash of crimes on the east side. Chief McManus says it is difficult to solve a murder when no one wants to talk, but says he is talking with other units within the department to try to address the root cause of the increased crime. Tonight, San Antonio police are looking for an armed robber who targeted a local funeral home of all places. And this guy got away with a company car. Phil Anaya joins us live with the latest. And Phil, he threatened an employee with a knife?
That's right, Sarah. A knife was used, and we're told that crime happened right here in this very spot of the Brook Hill Funeral Chapels, despite the fact that there's that sign warning people that security cameras are in use. This funeral home on the south side was a busy place on Sunday, but it was in between services when this man showed up questioning employees inside and then going to the side of the building where he pulled a knife on another employee and demanded this company car.
These vehicles are used to go out to people's homes because, sometimes they just don't want to come to a funeral home, and I don't blame them. And they'd rather make arrangements in the comfort of their own home, and that's what these vehicles are for.
With the company logo on it and GPS tracking, it did not take long for police to find the car on the west side, but still no sign of the suspect.
Because what happened is he pulled a knife, and you can't wield a knife on someone who I love. That's not going to happen. I don't mind losing a car, but I'm not going to lose a life.
How's your employee doing?
He's doing okay. I mean, a little shaken up.
They were armed with a knife. They did make a demand, so I would imagine that's pretty dangerous if somebody were to come across them.
There's already a Crime Stoppers reward being offered, but now Dick Tips is offering additional money if someone turns this guy in.
It upsets me a lot, and I want this person caught.
And Tips says he's not only offering an additional $1,000, but he also plans to go door to door in this neighborhood, warning neighbors about this man on the loose. Reporting live tonight, Phil Anaya, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Phil. Tonight, North Texas police say they'll charge the estranged wife of an award-winning pianist in the death of their 2 children. Investigators have confirmed the 5-year-old and 1-year-old died from homicidal violence last week. Their father, Van Cliburn award-winning musician Vadim Kolodenko, found them inside their mother's house when he came to pick them up for the weekend. He filed for divorce back in November. The mother is still being treated for self-inflicted stab wounds and will now undergo a mental health evaluation.
Get down! Get down! Get down!
Hey, that guy over there has the one with the gun, a blue sweatshirt.
Police in Austin are asking anyone who might have witnessed this shooting early Sunday morning to get a hold of them. It happened on 6th Street during the final night of South by Southwest. 2 people have been arrested, but police believe others were involved.
And how about some good news for commuters? Chopper 5 over the far northwest side. Take a look. This is really good news if you travel in this area. The southbound lanes of 1604, which have been converted into an expressway between Bandera and Culebra roads, will open the first week of April. The northbound lanes will open later in the month, and that puts this project 6 months ahead of schedule.
President Obama had a busy schedule for his first full day in Cuba. It's the first visit of a U.S. president to Cuba in almost 90 years. President Obama and Cuban President Raul Castro held a joint news conference. Tomorrow, President Obama will watch the country's baseball team take on the Tampa Bay Rays. Once a Cuban reaches U.S. soil, he or she can automatically stay here. For some, that means entering the U.S. through the Texas-Mexico border. Marianne Martinez joins us live. And Marianne, you talked to a man who made that journey and now calls San Antonio home.
That's right, Sarah. You know, when a lot of people think about Cuban immigration, they think about Miami, not about Texas, and it all goes back to this wet foot, dry foot policy. That means that if a Cuban is caught off the shores of Florida before they reach dry land, they have to go back. But once they come here reaching dry land, they automatically stay. And a lot of Cubans find their dry land here in Texas.
Ham, 2 different kind of ham.
Making a Cuban sandwich is easy for Antonio Utra. The owner of La Rumba in Windcrest presses meat-filled sandwiches all day long. What's not so easy for the Havana-born cook are the images of President Barack Obama visiting the homeland Utra escaped.
Una mezcla de alegría y de duda.
He says it's a mix of happiness and doubt. Happiness because I think the president's visit could benefit the people of Cuba. Doubt because I don't know if the Cuban government will do its part. Utra hopes Cubans will have access to the internet, free elections, and freedom to criticize the government in the future. The Castro regime controls everything the people do, down to the food they eat, handed out in rations.
Different food, for example, rice, beans, soup.
Government control is what Utra says forced him to leave. He first went to Mexico, then he was illegally smuggled in through Texas.
Entré por El Paso.
He says, I came in through El Paso. Border agents weren't used to seeing Cubans and didn't know what to do with me. The second Utra touched U.S. soil, the wet foot, dry foot immigration policy put him on a fast track to U.S. legal residency. Some Texas lawmakers have called for an end to the policy as Cuban-American relations thaw.
No creo que sea bueno.
He says, I don't think that's a good idea because Cuba is not going to change fast enough to catch up with U.S. immigration laws. Since 2014, the U.S. Border Patrol says 93,000 Cubans have entered the United States. About 65% of those have come in through Laredo. Reporting live from the northwest side, Marianne Martinez, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
A local boy teaching others to give back despite the hard times he is going through.
And federal safety regulators tonight plan to inspect hundreds of thousands of cars with a high-tech shifter, and they're worried about its safety. Bill?
Jeff, it is a beautiful night outside. In fact, that's a gorgeous picture of downtown. Oak is heavy, 1970 in today's air, but at least it's moving in the right direction. Molds, mulberry, hackberry, all showing up, all are light. Coming up, how cold it was this morning and whether or not we broke any records and how long that cold air is sticking around in the Easter Sunday forecast. On the way.
How do we sell 200 new cars in 10 days? We sell them for pennies on the dollar. Right now, North Star Dodge's spring clearance event. Around the clock for 10 days only. New Ram trucks, pennies on the dollar. Jeep Unlimiteds, pennies on the dollar. Chrysler 200s, pennies on the dollar. Like Dodge Journeys, just $13.9. Buy Dodge Journeys $189 a month with 0 down. North Star Dodge, open Saturday, closed Easter.
You wanna look and feel your best, so come on into Freedom Fitness. Get fit, save
Take advantage of the best promotion of the year with 0 enrollment on either membership. But hurry, this offer ends March 30th. Come by any of our convenient locations or visit us online.
It's a new day, a new beginning with a fresh start. Eyewitness News this morning has everything you need to know to get you started early.
We know that there is never enough time in the morning, so we get right to what matters.
The news you need to know to start your day.
It's Truck Month at your San Antonio Ram dealers. Hard to believe a truck that works this hard on the outside can be this comfortable and refined on the inside. And right now, we have a ton to choose from and great deals across the board. Like $9,500 in total values on new Ram 1500 V6 Lodestar crew cabs. And Texas residents may be eligible for these additional offers. Visit one of these participating San Antonio area Ram dealers today. But hurry, this March Madness won't last long.
The U.S. government today announced it will inspect electronic gear shifters found in some Jeep models. There have been hundreds of reports of vehicles rolling away after being put in park. Chris Van Cleve reports.
Gary Titus leased a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, a vehicle built with a new kind of electronic transmission that changed the feel of shifting gears, maybe too much.
If I don't hit it just right and get it into drive, I could get into an accident because of that.
The new shifter is a monostable electronic gear shift, or E-shift. It lacks the typical grooves and sensation of moving the car into park, drive, or reverse.
I got out of the Jeep, I thought it was in park, and it was in reverse still.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is now investigating more than 850,000 vehicles. Most are 2014 and 2015 Grand Cherokees equipped with E-shift. That investigation claims reports of 121 accidents, resulting in several people being hospitalized. We drove a 2014 Grand Cherokee at the Consumer Reports test track in Connecticut.
Here, I mean, I guess it's because there's also not a, like, I've pushed it all the way forward. That doesn't necessarily mean I end up in park.
What we would like to see is that there is a fail-safe, so at the end of the day, you don't have a problem where the car is going to launch forward, roll backwards, move in some way that the consumer is not expecting it.
Fiat Chrysler says it's cooperating fully with the ongoing NHTSA investigation. As of the 2016 model year, it's changed the transmission in new vehicles, but has not recalled any of the existing models. The automaker says those changes were due to customer satisfaction, not safety reasons. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Washington.
More than 200,000 honeybees took over a tree near downtown, and the city of San Antonio had to remove the tree today. Residents in the Five Points neighborhood say they've noticed the swarms of bees in the areas for over a year.
A 10-year-old girl breaking the rules ends up saving her family from their burning home.
Well done is better than well said, and we get it done well at Red McCombs Toyota.
Hurry, get a new 2016 Camry with no payments for 90 days or drive for just $189 a month.
So hurry to Red McCombs Toyota, I-10 West at Callahan.
I do. I love the Tanny Melt. I guess when that craving hits you, boom, you gotta have it. It's like a blending of different flavors. It's creamy, spicy, with meat, cheese. I don't think anything tops Tanny Melt.
And during this event, you can get a great deal on this Jetta. It drives great. Volkswagen believes safety is very important, so all 11 models come standard with an intelligent crash response system. And 7 stability-enhancing systems. For more confidence on road trips.
For those who take safety seriously, like we do. The Volkswagen Safety in Numbers event is happening now. Hurry in and lease a 2016 Jetta S for $139 a month after a $1,000 bonus.
The forecast for Del Rio, clear and 44 tonight before a sunny and warm Tuesday, 75. Eyewitness News is back in 60 seconds.
Good. Stay. Lie down. Roll over. Almost. Roll over. Good.
It took Joel Silverman years to become a master dog trainer.
Roll over. Good job.
But only a few commands to master depositing checks at Chase ATMs. Technology designed for you, so you can easily master the way you bank.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
The most
powerful muscle cars ever. Period. Get $4,000 combined cash allowance on 2015 Charger SXT models in stock the longest.
Tonight, a 10-year-old girl is being called a hero for saving her family from a burning home. The Murillo family had just returned from spring break in Corpus Christi, and little 10-year-old Miranda was up very late watching a movie when she smelled smoke inside her home on the city's south side, and she quickly alerted her family, and they all got out safely.
A 6-year-old boy from Schertz, who's already been through more heartache than most kids, is on a mission to end heart disease. He started with a jump rope and an iPad and is recruiting friends to join his efforts. They're from different parts of the world and speak different languages, but Tanner Mudge and Abrielle Cuizon now share a special bond.
You can open it. Oh, he got 2 tablets.
Tanner raised so much money for the American Heart Association's Jump Rope for Heart campaign at his school, along with his friend Maya. They won numerous prizes, including an iPad, all of which they donated to Abrielle.
Oh, thank you. We donated a lot of money so people's heart don't stop, because we don't want people to die.
6-year-old Tanner's father died from a stroke 2 years ago. His mother is now battling cancer.
But he has kept a smile and a positive attitude and a fighting attitude through it all.
12-year-old Abrielle from the Philippines just had surgery to repair a hole in her heart March 2nd.
She felt nervous.
It was an operation she couldn't get back home and was brought here by the Heart Gift organization, which paid for her surgery.
It's things that kids would want, and he did it with, I mean, not a tear, he wanted to do it. He was excited to give her all this stuff.
Marcia Mudge says she couldn't be more proud of Tanner and Maya's newfound mission.
It's just nice to see that that generation is giving, and hopefully it'll continue for the rest of their life.
It's so sweet to see kids act this way and be so giving.
Yeah,
Two fantastic stories. About
sometimes they lead the way.
Right
yeah.
Yeah. We can learn a lot.
We have a lot to learn.
Exactly. All right. Lots of wind out there is the big story, and also the Easter Sunday forecast. But first, we're on board Chopper 5, a beautiful first Monday night of spring. Take a look at our gorgeous city. It is just beautiful, and it feels great outside. Now, before Skycam, I do want to show you these winds and just how many of us are affected. Look at this. It's really north of us, per se, but the south, as far as the collective us. You start in the southeast with the freeze and frost warnings from the Carolinas through Alabama into Mississippi. Then wind advisories take over Arkansas into Louisiana and northeast Texas. Then West Texas fire weather watches and red flag warnings are in effect. So a number of warnings on the map out there tonight. And speaking of tonight, I've just got to step out and let you take in that gorgeous picture over I-35. Beautiful night. 55, our favorite temperature here at Ken's. South-southeast wind about 9 miles per hour. Humidity 51%. What a cold morning. We had 29 Fredericksburg, 31 Kerrville, right at freezing Bandera, close at New Braunfels, a lot of mid-30s, even east. 36 for us, not a record. It wasn't even close, actually. 7 degrees away from a 29 from 1965, so it's been a lot colder on March 21st. Now, with our 50s, it's still very warm across West Texas. In fact, today, Amarillo even got to 82, so a lot of warm air out to the west that's going to be on its way for Tuesday, and then mainly Wednesday will be the warmest day this week. It's also going to be when we start feeling a little more humidity. South winds are going to warm us up and moisten us up. The Gulf of Mexico will get active and start moving these dew points in the upward direction. We've got mid-30s, starting to see some 40s show up. It'll be 40s area-wide. These are the next 24 hours of dew points, and you can see as we get into the mid to even upper 50s tomorrow afternoon. Now, that won't really signal too much of a weather change. I think tomorrow morning we could see some low clouds towards Houston, and then on Wednesday morning, low clouds, maybe a little patchy fog in the San Antonio area. But a northwest flow aloft will keep everything quiet until Wednesday night when that midweek weak front comes through. In fact, this is what a northwest flow and high pressure does for you. Beautiful blue skies through the trees at Camp Verde Ranch today. Watch this gorgeous sunset. This is my favorite. Beautiful sunset on the ranch tonight. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Now, as far as we're concerned with clear skies, it means cold air. So tomorrow morning, a chilly start with 38 on the way for Uvalde, about 42 at Seguin, 41 New Braunfels, 42 at Kerrville. Tomorrow afternoon, lower to mid-70s. In fact, I think we'll warm up nicely on Tuesday with sunshine 76 after starting at 44 tomorrow morning. And it will be breezy tomorrow. So winds pick up out of the south for us. 30% chance of rain, but it's going to be Wednesday night on the frontal boundary. 82 right before the front comes in as a prefrontal warming takes us into the 80s. A little cooler Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sunny and mild up to 74. Easter Sunday. Now, don't cancel plans. It's only a 20% chance of rain right now with partly cloudy skies.
All right, thanks, Bill. A new CBS News New York Times poll shows most Americans believe Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump will face each other in the general election. But as Weijia Jiang reports, most Americans also dislike the frontrunners.
Donald Trump told the American Israel Public Affairs Committee Conference, or APEC, as president, America will stand with Israel.
We will send a clear signal that there is no daylight between America and our most reliable ally, the State of Israel.
Trump also vowed to overturn what he calls the disastrous nuclear deal with Iran that he says threatens Israel. GOP rival Ted Cruz accused Trump of flip-flopping his position, but agrees.
On the first day in office, I will rip this catastrophic Iranian nuclear deal to shreds.
Earlier, Hillary Clinton took a swipe at Trump without mentioning him by name.
We need steady hands, not a president who says he's neutral on Monday, pro-Israel on Tuesday, and who knows what on Wednesday, because everything's negotiable.
Some Jewish leaders boycotted Trump's speech, and here outside the venue, a large crowd protested during it.
He is inspiring violence and bigotry and racism and hatred.
Governor John Kasich also delivered a speech.
I remain unwavering in my support for the Jewish state and the unique partnership between the United States and Israel.
AIPAC has never endorsed a presidential candidate, but speaking before the group has long been considered a must for anyone seeking the White House. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Washington.
A Texas teacher's music video for her students goes viral. The message she wants to send.
Plus, a shocking setback for the Spurs. Is it a hangover after the big win this weekend? Joe's coming up next.
It's a new day, a new beginning with a fresh start. Eyewitness News this morning has everything you need to know to get you started early.
We know that there is never enough time in the morning, so we get right to what matters.
The news you need to know to start your day.
You've got the spirit of Texas. Strong, free, and a friendly smile. And just as you are, you drive Ford Fusion. With the power and efficiency of its EcoBoost engine and the latest in voice-activated technology. In Fusion, you're ready when the spirit moves you. Now get into a new 2016 Ford Fusion with 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 trade assist.
Ford is the best in Texas.
You know us for carpet cleaning, but Stanley Steamer also cleans tile and grout for a fresh look. Tile cleaning just $99 per area.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
One of the big crazes in our industry right now is the adjustable beds. Adjustable beds give you the ability to raise your head and your feet. We actually build our own adjustable beds and offer them straight to our clients at a better price. You can't well sleep without a Cantwell mattress.
Hi, I need a safe car.
The Camry's really safe. 10 airbags, even has a backup camera.
Wow, that could come in handy.
Bye. Dad!
Gotta keep my little girl safe.
Don't worry, he'll only be like this for another 10 or 15 years.
At least.
During Toyota's One for Everyone sales event, get $1,500 customer cash. Or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months, plus a $500 subvention bonus on a new 2016 Camry.
Here you go.
Toyota, let's go places.
The KENS 5 forecast is brought to you by your local H-E-B pharmacy. Are allergies getting you down? Stop by your H-E-B pharmacy to find an affordable solution for allergy relief.
Desks Galore has San Antonio's largest selection of new and used office furniture. Desks, chairs, file cabinets, bookcases, and much more. We're open Monday through Saturday, 9:30 to 5 p.m. We're located at 210 Probant.
How do we sell 200 new cars in 10 days? We sell them for pennies on the dollar. Right now, North Star Dodge's spring clearance event. Around the clock for 10 days only. New Ram trucks, pennies on the dollar. Jeep Unlimiteds, pennies on the dollar. Chrysler 200s, pennies on the dollar. Like Dodge Journeys, just $13.9. Buy Dodge Journeys $189 a month with 0 down. North Star Dodge, open Saturday, closed Easter.
Desks Galore has San Antonio's largest selection of new and used office furniture. Desks, chairs, file cabinets, bookcases, and much more. We're open Monday through Saturday, 9:30 to 5 p.m. We're located at 210 Probant.
Yeah, I actually just cut it about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Eric Sosa must have prompted you.
You
like it? Feels
yeah,
better?
yeah, it does. It feels good. I don't have to keep pushing that on my face anymore.
Well, that's UTSA quarterback Dalton Sturm sporting less hair. Remember how he looked last year? Big difference. New coach, new year. So why not a new do? That's always time for a new hairdo. Hey, the Spurs in Charlotte tonight, just 48 hours after beating the Golden State Warriors here on Saturday. Of course, the big question going into tonight's game, would the Spurs be ready to go following that big win? Early on, the answer was a clear yes. Tony Parker rolling around, buries the jumper. Spurs go up 7-2. How about more Spurs? Boris Diaw. Inside, he goes to David West. He scores. The Spurs would lead 28-7 after one quarter. Second quarter, Manu goes back inside to West. He scores. The Hornets are forced to take a timeout just 11 seconds in. I don't know what they said, but they were a different team when they came back out. Jeremy Lin, he had 10 points in the second quarter, and they would cut the Spurs lead to 15 at the break. And then turnovers simply kill. The Spurs had 16 of them. This one by Tony Parker. It would lead to a 3-ball by Marvin Williams. All alone, knocks it down. Hornets pulled it within 5 after 3. They would finally overtake the Spurs in the fourth quarter. More Jeremy Lin hits the jump shot. Hornets would go up by a deuce. But the Spurs, well, they would hang tough. Watch this. LaMarcus Aldridge down low, fighting hard, can't get it to go, but watch Timmy. He is Timmy on the spot, gets the tip in. Spurs would lead by 1. Hornets would take the lead back, though, and that's when the Spurs went ice cold. Kawhi, he can't hit. Patty Mills, he can't hit either. Danny Green, he wouldn't get it done either. The Spurs blow a huge lead. They lose in Charlotte tonight, 91-88.
Second quarter, I thought our second team was basically out to lunch. They stopped moving the ball. It was one-on-one. Turnovers, gave up 29 points in that quarter, and that sealed the fate right there. They recovered. They did a great job hanging in and playing hard, and continued to do that.
All right, the sounds of football filled the air on the campus of UTSA. Spring football kicked off today, the first for new head coach Frank Wilson. The runners are going to be learning some new things, getting used to new coaches, but if today was any indication, things are going to be okay. Everybody excited to get started.
Felt good, first day under Coach Wilson. Everybody's excited to be out here, a lot of positive energy, a lot of people flying around, making plays. Feels good to be back playing football.
It was, I think that was the main thing that we were just so hyped. I mean, it was just a great day. I mean, everybody's happy to be out here. Everybody's happy to be doing things. But it's just going to be great. I mean, people are going to be so energetic about the whole new ordeal. I mean, we're just really ready to get the season started.
All right, everybody, let's say you have a well-deserved congratulations right there to Rayanne Garcia, O'Connor High School. She signed a full-ride scholarship to play soccer at New Mexico State. She's the goalie on the Panthers soccer team. Full ride to New Mexico State. Congratulations. Wow. That is awesome.
Big old smile.
We're proud of it.
Yeah,
not bad.
Mom and Dad are happy about
Very
that.
happy. You're not kidding, they are.
All right. Thanks, Joe. Well, President Obama isn't the only one making moves in Cuba. Airbnb is as well. The online lodging company is starting to open listings down in Cuba to travelers from all over the world. In fact, Cuba has become Airbnb's fastest growing market.
A Denton middle school teacher's parody to help students get ready for state testing is going viral. Listen to this.
Walk into school like, what up, I got a big test. No, I'm just playing. Last night I got some good rest. I got my fur because the school is frosty. Students like,
that teacher is flossy.
Rolling in with my crew, headed to a study room. Eyebrows on fleek, yeah, and my name on the marquee. A good score's what I seek with friends testing next to me. Know I'm gonna crush this, been studying for weeks. I'll pass.
She's great. Kelly Hauser is a 6th grade teacher. The music video is a parody of the Macklemore and Ryan Lewis song Thrift Shop. He hopes, or she hopes, it'll help motivate students to do well on their tests.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's pretty
That's
good.
really good. Where was that when we were in school?
Exactly.
That kind of motivation.
Hip, trendy teachers.
I guess, yeah, obviously. A lot of talent.
That's Eyewitness News at 10.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is coming up next, so
She
stick
even
around.
used the term on fleek.
Yeah.
She like worked them all in there.
I guess so.
That's
Yeah.
what you just said.
Not bad.
Are we still on the air?
We'll explain it to you after.
Can you say that? Can you say that?
She just got bleeped.
Oh, okay.
She just got bleeped, yeah.